are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Atlanta Falcons and the Los Angeles Rams. 2-1 loss team set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. They'll run with Henderson here to begin the drive. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
From the 29, Stafford. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. Stafford to his #1 guy, Cup, for Los Angeles first. And the Rams had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Now it's Stafford. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. This is taken at the 15. For a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And it will be Falcon football. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready. Just shy of the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this will be caught by Edwards. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 32-yard line. Ready.
They'll set up to throw. Going up top. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. The rookie was trying to push him downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. 4th down, and we go from one Matt to another. Stafford heads off. Matt Gay gets set for the Rams field goal. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And Gay knocks this one through. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the... In 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Got London on a slant. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Here's a quick throw right side. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
Henderson running straight ahead. And some room to roam now. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, LA! So the points coming fast and furious in this opening quarter. Whoa.
Yeah, both defenses, they're looking pretty exploited right now with the way these offenses are attacking. They're a step behind, back on their heels, whatever cliche you want to use. Right now they're trying to figure out how to slow them down, and I'm not sure they're going to be able to.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So a pretty nice throw right there from the rookie. And this, of course, is game number 2 of his NFL career. His guys did not get the win, Charles, in the opener. But what did you see from him last week?
Well, I think all things considered, he played pretty well, and I don't think I pinned the loss on him. But there's no question, this is a learning process, and that was step 1. And he's hoping on the road to glory.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on the Ace. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Open man is Edwards. He's got it. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 28. Give them 18 on the play.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
They'll look to throw again. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
First and 10, it's Patterson. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And the Rams will take over possession here up at the 44.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
2nd and 9 from the 44. Stafford now to throw. Buying time to his left. Try to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Right back to Pitts again. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 16. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Although he's picked in the third round, Desmond Ridder is actually the second quarterback drafted in 2022. Might not have that first-round label, but we saw him make plenty of first-round throws while at the University of Cincinnati. He's a quick thinker who reads defenses well, and with all he led the Bearcats to, the Falcons also know they picked up a proven winner.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown! Drake London with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Falcons have regained the lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10.
14, Rams 10.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From the end zone, here comes Brandon Powell. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, it's still in the first half here, a long way to go. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
That'll be caught. It's Cup. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 28. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Then he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Stafford throwing quickly, complete out wide. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Here's Akers. They try and run. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Let's think here. You're still just in the second quarter. You taking the 3 points?
I am taking the 3 points, and I'm just relying on my defense here. Show me I have a little confidence in them. And let the offense know, nice try. Come back next time. We'll go get 6 then. But for now, we'll take the 3.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the third time. And the Rams are going to take possession here at their own 33. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly hoped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want us to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Leonard Floyd. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, with talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get him going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
They came out with an aggressive mindset to start the third quarter, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them take more of these type of deep shots as this game moves along. They connected there. They expect to connect on more before this one's over.
Back to throw now on first down. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
One of the most hyped, talked-about prospects that enter the league at tight end. Kyle Pitts certainly delivered and probably exceeded expectations as a rookie. Hit 1,000 yards and ranked 3rd among tight ends and 2nd among all rookies in receiving. Sky, absolutely the limit for this young man. A nice pickup there for a first down.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Back to throw again. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll get this down to the 10. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here. These last few plays, they have moved right down the field. And just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Falcons take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. On first down, it's Stafford. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
You got to know as a quarterback that's going to be tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position, and he's in the right spot there to come up with the interception.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now.
Rams 13.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
Fair catch at the 25-yard line. The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline trying to help him shake it off, because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 19. From the red zone now, Stafford. Touchdown, Rams. Tyler Higbee from 19 yards away. And the Rams get a bit closer. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And this is back to an 8-point game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there at 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. Ritter on target to Pitts for a Falcon first down. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Rams are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, LA.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Stafford's going to try and throw for it. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. And now a hook up downfield on second down. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 43 yards.
Well, if you're a fan of offensive football, this game is for you because this one's been much more contentious.
Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
Throw left side complete. That's Edwards. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up for the 1st and goal.
He'll look to throw. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Falcons answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, a give to Henderson. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Out of the gun, Stafford. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Off the fake to Akers, here's Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Got a man, it's Higbee, complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 22-yard line. Now Stafford. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Allen Robinson. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the 1st down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I'd get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach, or probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They're going to look to throw.
Got this complete to the tight end Pitts.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw.
This pass is caught by London.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 12-yard line. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like that there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. That means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
They'll look to throw again. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown.
Bryan Edwards.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Falcons have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Stafford now to throw. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And out across midfield down to the 45. Stafford. He gets this into the hands of Kupp once again. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Now it's Stafford. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now Stafford.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
This defense making some plays right now, aren't they?
And they look like a group that really locked in before this series started. Read their scouting reports, got back to reading their keys, and playing with excellent leverage up front.
He's back to throw. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get to field goal range. They're going to clock a decent amount of time. And this is going to be intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. I get and appreciate that they wanted to go for the win, not play for overtime, but that's the cost right there.
Not so sure their fans feel the same way as you when they just watch that ball get picked and taken the other way, and now they're down 6. Looks like it's going to be a loss for them. An absolute catastrophe when they tried to be aggressive.
Pulls it in at the 13. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now.
He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
With that last completion, CDs now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Now one more shot at it. Obviously, again, they've got to go for the end zone.
Well, we've seen it happen before. How about Aaron Rodgers throughout his career? He seems to pull it off about every other week. But if I'm the defense, I'm rushing the quarterback and making him move away from his throwing arm. That makes it a little bit tougher to get it downfield.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. But